Hello, welcome to Driven It. I'm having a little bit of a rant today. You see, I've watched another film. It's a film involving a Volkswagen Beetle, because you might have guessed, yeah, I have a bit of a thing for the Herbie films. But I have a real big problem with the love bug, and I'll tell you what it is after this. Right, the problem I have with the love bug, and good old number 53 here, is the end of the film when there's the big race, the El Dorado, where Jim is battling it out with Thorndyke, because if he loses Herbie, Thorndyke gets Herbie and will chop him up and do whatever he wants to do. And Jim can't have that, because if that happened, well, there'd be no bloody franchise. But the problem is, when Herbie splits in half, and I'll show you that bit now.
I can't weld that! Give me your hand! What are we gonna do, John? No! Pull! Whoa! Whoa! Jim! Help!
So the problem I have is when Herbie splits in half, because there is huge problems, and I've looked too much into it, like I did with the car when I was thinking, hang on, this is the car, the devil. He's got side markers, he's obeying some rules. Now, Walt Dysentery, they don't obey the rules, they make it up as they go along, because this thing splits in half. In the transmission tunnel of a Beetle, fuel lines and brake lines travels through. Now, you'd think, well, the brake fluid is broken, it'll be trickle, brake fluid. No. Also, it's gone through the fuel line. Now, fuel tanks at the front, as we know, look at that. If you know your Monte Carlo, you'll know, hang on, that's not a diamond. It is, it's Danny Dyer, he's a rough diamond. Anyway, I know I'm smooth, I am. But that's broken, fuel line. Why is there no fuel trickling out through the centre? And of course, Herbie splitting two, a few sparks. Why isn't Douglas, or Jim Douglas, and Carol Bennett, I remembered her name this time, look at the outtakes, burst into a ball of flames, because there's fuel everywhere. However, Tennessee in the back, bless him, he was the one that believed in Herbie, and he deserved to win, because he did actually win. Although Jim Douglas was behind the wheel, it was Tennessee that crossed the line first. Anyway, wasn't why I'm here. Why we're here is when Herbie splits, because it's this split here. Now, if you look in the film, Herbie splits back here. But that's not possible, because it's really not possible for the bug to split here and then this bit to bugger off with the other car. But with the bit that Tennessee's in, it splits here. So we've got this gap here. And you sort of go, oh, but they have sliced it quite nicely together. So from afar, you go, oh, that goes quite well. However, with the power of Photoshop, when you put the two together, there is a 6-inch gap between the door and the rear panel. And you go, oh. Now, up until I'd done this, I hadn't really noticed it. I knew that there was something wrong with the roof cut, but I hadn't really realised what happens if you put the two together. And now I do. And you go, oh, it's a bit rubbish. That was just a little rant. See, I just had to get that off my chest, because I was like, hang on, Stuart, you've been looking too much into films, which I do. I do look into films too much at times. I sort of go, oh, that's not right. It's just the little things, the little niggly things, big, obvious things. No, wouldn't have a clue, would miss it. I mean, to be honest with you, I could walk past my own mother in the high street. I haven't got a clue. But literally, a little thing like this in a film, oh my God. But anyway, there you go. Oh, there you go, take care. See you soon. Jim and whatever her name is, oh, I can't remember her bloody name. Isn't that awful? Michelle Lee is the actress. What's her name? Oh, flipping hell. I'm having an absolute fart. What's her name? I'm going to have to, oh my God, this is embarrassing, isn't it? I'm going to have to go onto Internet Movie Database, because I can't remember her name. Literally, I'm trying to rack my brains in thinking, what is her name. And I just don't know Michelle Lee's actor. Carol Bennett. Fucking idiot. I do apologise. Here I am, big fan. Made things with little Herbie touches. Carol Bennett. I'm going to have to start that again. Fucking idiot. I might have to leave it open so I know. GoPro, stop recording.